it? Because you sell kits the best way by winning games.
Yeah, you know, I think it's about making an attractive shirt for supporters to buy. It certainly stands out.
We talked about one or two other casualties having good days today. Here's another one hoping to get his foot back on the ladder, so to speak. Jordan Henderson, who hasn't played a serious game since February, a freak foot injury in training.
Yeah,
not his first either.
And he's been really important to Liverpool. He stepped up when Steven Gerrard stepped down, as it were, took the armband, and I think he's shown tremendous personality really out on the pitch. The way he's played when he has been fit, he's become the kind of player I think we all hoped he would. He really has blossomed at Anfield. He's grasped the challenge and he's thriving on it. And yeah, again, you just want to see him now have a good season, injury-free.
There are plenty of changing facilities in this stadium. Not a case of having to wait for the two previous clubs to clear out. Crystal Palace are about to emerge. We're hearing from our reporters down in the tunnel. Second game of this double header is shortly about to get underway. On parade. Crystal Palace, and last words I'm sure from Frank de Boer about what he expects from them. He's pumped for Jason Punchin as the new team captain. G.G. Law, incidentally, the fourth official there, alongside Bobby Madley from the Premier League panel. The biggest cheer of the night, I think, when Liverpool come out here.
It's their first game, isn't it, really, under the new manager, Crystal Palace, and you can train as much as you like, but Frank de Boer will be interested to see how his players take on his instructions that he's tried to get across over the last few weeks or week or two.
So Jurgen Klopp very mindful, Alan, of the fact that exactly 1 month from today Liverpool will be lining up against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. And
yeah,
there may be some cards kept a little closer to the chest than possibly there was in the first game.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, you'd be surprised if this was the team that turned out in the league, the Liverpool side. But of course fitness makes it a different contest anyway, doesn't it? The lack of fitness at this moment.
Crystal Palace back in the red and blue stripes. Regularly change their kit, but this is a staple design. And woven into it the names of the 5 London boroughs that surround the stadium in south of the capital. Well, let's bring you up to date with the lineups. And Liverpool do start their major summer signing, Mohamed Salah, the forward from Roma, who I think has improved since a short spell with Chelsea. There's more match time for Jordan Henderson after that foot injury, which curtailed his last season, ended it in February. Defender Joe Gomez has also lost a significant amount of time in his fledgling career, and he'll be heartened by further pre-season involvement today. Frank de Boer's first Crystal Palace selection. We think 3 at the back. No new signings. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on the bench, but there is that new captain, Jason Punchin, and a chance for Keshi Anderson, who's been on loan at Northampton and Bolton, but not started an official game for Palace as yet. It might be a case of teaching old dogs some new tricks here. but it should be fascinating watching Crystal Palace under De Boer as they vie with Liverpool for a place in this final against Leicester City.
We're told now there'll be a bit more of an extended warm-up for both teams. So we've got a 5-minute delay to kick off. It's always this way, John, isn't it? This part of the world, you have to improvise a little with your timing.
Complicated penalty shootout takes place before. So, I think we're all, you know, a little bit confused with that.
I don't think it helps anyone. Okay, there we go. We're going to kick off on time now, we're told. Let's hand you back to Alan Smith and Martin Tyler.
Frank de Boer then has a new assistant to the left as we look, Orlando Trustful, and to the right, Trustful in another sense, Sammy Lee, who's seen it all, done it all before, and will certainly be able to maybe dot a few I's and cross a few T's as far as Premier League football is concerned.
Exactly, fantastic link to English football, and nice to see that he has been kept on.
It's another chance in English football for Mo Salah, who scored his first Liverpool goal pre-season on Friday night. They have played a couple of games, most of them have played 45 minutes in each of them, so they're maybe a little bit further ahead because this is Palace's first senior match under Frank de Boer. There was an under-23 game that he went to watch at the weekend, but none of these players were involved. But we're looking to see a different philosophy from the great Dutch player, who's now trying to prove that he is a great Dutch manager in a league alongside his great pal Ronald Koeman, of course, is doing so well. Exciting times at Everton under Koeman. So Crystal Palace start their new era. Scott down in the middle of the back line. Liverpool in the luminous kit, trying to catch the eye in a different sense as well. And with by far the most support here of all the 4 teams involved in this Asia Trophy. All 4 from the Premier League. It's the first time in the 8 stagings of this competition that that's happened. There's usually been a local side. I think by popular demand, we want to see Premier League against Premier League in all 4 of the games, and their wish has been granted here in Hong Kong.
It's always a little bit different as well for those Crystal Palace players playing in front of a new manager. You naturally want to impress, catch his eye, stake a strong claim for the first day of the season.
And when it becomes a back 5, Jeffrey Schlupp, once of Leicester of course, on this side, and Andros Townsend in the right wing back role. Here goes Wilf Zaha, had a wonderful season last time around at Palace. They may not have got too many new faces, but keeping him would be as good as a big fresh signing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Townsend finished really strongly last season. Zaha was playing well. They've got some flair players, haven't they, at Selhurst Park?
Palace haven't played in the Asia Trophy before. But, the club historians have dug out a story of just over 20 years ago when, amazingly, towards the end of a Premier League season, they took up an invitation to play a game in Hong Kong. They were well rewarded for it at the time, but they went back into Premier League action, lost their last 4 games and got relegated.